Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the Legendary GTX 980 Ti in Marvel Rivals, a UE5 title that's not really that well optimized. Now, this one is a reference GTX 980 Ti, and I am manually overclocking it a little bit, as you can see right here, because these GPUs overclock really well, and most of them will come factory overclocked out of the box. Not the case with this. The drivers that we're utilizing are the latest ones from Nvidia as well. You can see all of the GPU specs here in Tech Power-Up's GPU Z. It's pretty incredible that after 9.5 years, this still supports the latest drivers, but hey, good job. And this is also a 6GB GPU, by the way, and over on the left, I am pairing it with a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16GB of RAM. Let's see how this not so well optimized title runs on an almost 10-year-old GPU. Shall we? And here we are, guys. Let's go over the settings first. I am starting at 1080p resolution using TAAU set to 100% scaling, so this is native res. You can't disable TAA in this game, unfortunately, but you can utilize some upscalers, and we'll try some of them out here as well. And frame generation is now turned off, but if it goes like with the GTX 1060 and RX 580 and GTX 1650 that I've already tried in this game, this is not working. Okay, so it's pointless. You can see that I am running it with the lowest settings as well. This is the low preset basically, and I wouldn't really go above it because it actually starts consuming a bit more than 6GB of VRAM that way. Let's do this. Alright, starting here in the base, it's getting right around 69 frames per second. Very nice. But let's see how it does when people are fighting each other with all of those effects and so on. We got little smoke effects right here, not a problem. Also, that frame time graph is surprisingly smooth, especially for an old architecture like the 980 Ti's Maxwell architecture in a UE5 recent title, you know? This is actually surprisingly decent, guys. Not too bad. Oh, there's the bad Venom over here. Okay, we got him. Good stuff. Let's go. Continue doing this. Oh boy. All right, let's use some of our skills right here. Yes, sir. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. I need help. I need help. Healing, please. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very surprised, pleasantly surprised to see 60 plus FPS all of the time. In some recent titles, especially using these newer engines, sometimes you'd see like the Pascal GPUs outperforming the Maxwell GPUs by quite a bit, you know, but it's not the case in this one. This is considerably better, I think, than the GTX 1060. Well, obviously 960 as well, but yeah, the 1060 was dropping a lot of frames from 60 frames per second. Right now we are as well in this section of the map, I guess, with all of these effects happening and fighting these bastards. So yeah, it can definitely get quite a bit more intensive. There we go. Wait a second. Yes, nice. Good job. I think we're gonna win this one. That's beautiful. But yeah, if you want a stable and playable experience, this is actually pretty decent. Obviously, this has a lot of disadvantages compared to the Pascal GPUs, like the 1060 and the 1070, mainly in terms of that power consumption, of course. It consumes 250 watts of power if fully utilized. Right now, it's at 97% for some reason in this particular title, but it's not like a CPU bottleneck or anything, I guess. It's just that older titles can take better advantage of this older architecture as well, not newer ones. Still, it is performing pretty good, guys. I think if you have a 980 Ti, or if you're looking into buying a 980 Ti, this is a decent experience. Yeah, this is good, and this is without any upscaler in place, you know, without lowering down the resolution. It's still native 1080p resolution. I am impressed. I gotta say, I am actually very impressed, because I wasn't expecting it to be smooth, at least, you know? I thought it was going to have major frame time issues and stuff like that, given the engine that the game runs on, of course. But no, this is pretty decent, guys. Also, the 1% lows are in the 40s, not because the game is stuttery or anything, it's just because when you die, it actually goes into some... It's not cutscenes, but it goes to spectate other people and so on, and in those transitions, the FPS tend to drop a bit, you know, and the frame time spikes happen. So, but at least when you're playing the game, it's really smooth. 69 average, look at that, guys. Amazing stuff. I mean, once again, I just was not expecting it to perform this well. Alright, let's go get this guy over here. Come on. Also, today I am running this on a native 1080p display, and it doesn't look terrible, of course. Like, I mean, I usually utilize 4K display, 42 inches to make these tests on, and it looks super blurry, of course. But here, even with the TAAU, it's passable. I can still see a lot of noise at native resolution, though, which, well, shouldn't be there, but it's just because of a freaking TAAU that they utilize. And it's also a little bit soft, but overall, it's passable for sure, and I can still have fun like this. I still haven't utilized my ultimate. We should probably try that out, right? Yeah, wait a second. Diving strike, ultimate. Come on. Get over here. Hey. All right. Goodbye, people. Goodbye, Bob. wait. I'm going to die. Okay. Also, now we can see the little stutter happening, dropping the 1% lows. That's what I meant. You know, you got into that little transition and things just get wrecked again. Like, yeah, that's weird. But aside from that, it is very stable. Obviously, with these graphics, I would still like to have seen way higher FPS, because this GPU in Overwatch 2, for example, can do like, what, 200 plus FPS at 1080p medium or low settings, and like 100 plus FPS at 1080p high settings. But, well, this is UE5, and although the visuals are very similar to Overwatch, it is way more intensive and not as well optimized, of course. Yeah, I don't like the direction that they went with the engine choice in this one. If it was a single-player title, sure, add Lumen and stuff do allow us to disable that as well. Not like in Stalker 2, where it's enabled all of the time, even if you have a GTX 1650, you know. So, obviously, it's going to become unplayable with those lower-end GPUs. But yeah, at least this game allows you to disable Lumen, but I wish it was made in UE4. Again, like, the graphics don't justify it, the performance. Let's start counting the FPS here. I just joined another one. This is playing against bots, so we can just test it for a little bit. This map is also more intensive, as you can see, dropping down into the low 60s and 50s as well, as you can see there. So, it's not terrible, right? But it's definitely a little bit more unstable compared to the previous map. Dropping into the 50s, of course, but it shouldn't really drop from 50 FPS, so it's fine still. But of course, it's definitely a lot more intensive than what we saw previously. Alright, there we go. We got Groot over there. So now instead of getting 60 plus most of the time, we're getting 50s most of the time. So in these more intensive areas or maps, you should probably adjust your resolution scaling here. I'm going to set it to 90%. Maybe the 10% drop in resolution will make it more stable. Above 60 most of the time. Doesn't seem to be the case, as you can see. Still dropping into the 50s very often. It's slightly blurrier as well. Oh, it just ended. But you saw that 90% resolution scale is still not enough to achieve 60 plus in intensive maps. Maybe this is closer to the GTX 1060 than I thought, guys, because I tested GTX 1060 in different maps. I think those were more intensive than the ones that we started in this video. I was very impressed, but apparently the maps play a big role in what kind of performance you'll get. Damn, this is actually going up to like 100 FPS at times. It's pretty crazy, guys. Not bad. This is 75% resolution scale, so it's going to become a pretty damn smooth experience indeed. And in terms of visuals, yeah, you can definitely tell a big difference here. It's a lot softer than it was before, more aliased as well, more noisy. Oh, there's Bob over there. Let's focus on Bob. Actually, no, we need to kill their healers. Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, wait, Bob is almost dead. Bob is almost dead. Wait, come on. Bob, get over here, you bastards. I don't get why Bob in this game gets to live 2 lives. You actually kill the big boy Hulk. Oh, wait, these are bots. We're still playing with bots. Okay, good stuff. Good to know. So we're probably going to win this regardless of how badly we're doing. All right. But yeah, he dies as Hulk, and then he transforms into Bruce... it transforms into Bruce. But yeah, as you can see, guys, with 75% resolution scale and TAAU, this actually looks better than FSR in this game, if you want to utilize that upscaler. And it gets you higher FPS than the upscaler as well, because it's just resolution scale, basically, you know. But the TAAU is doing a decent job of providing acceptable visuals while delivering very decent performance. Actually, it's very good performance right now. This is nice, guys. And yes, although we're playing against bots with real people in our team, it's as intensive as if we were playing against real people as well. Things are still happening. Of course, we still got a lot of effects and so on around the map, a lot of destruction, and yeah, it's the same intensiveness, at least on the GPU side of things. So this is great, guys. This map isn't one of the easiest ones to run either, so it's nice to see that we can indeed achieve that 60 plus FPS. And as you can see, if I set it to native resolution, it drops down into the 50s often, once again, because it's not one of those very, very easy to run maps, once again. But hey, it's good to see that even in these very intensive ones, intensive maps, that is, we can have a great experience by lowering down the resolution scale slightly and not killing the visuals completely. This is nice. Come on, come on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Come on, come on. Kill Bob, kill Bob. Wait, no. Okay, I thought this was their healer, but no, it's ours. No, it's Loki, actually. Never mind. Okay, let's go over to this area. Yeah, this is nice. You know what? I don't even feel the need to utilize some FSR in this video, because TAAU is the way to go. It increases your FPS by a lot more than using FSR. Come on. What is going on with the frame time, by the way? I don't know what's happening there. I think I have seen it happening as well with other systems already, especially the GTX 1650. That was getting frame time issues a lot in this game, very, very often. This one, I don't know why it's happening. It has 6 GB of VRAM, it's not running out of it, so yeah, kind of weird stuff, guys. It's just down to optimization, maybe. But alright, you know what, guys? This is my ultimate. Oh, gosh, okay, I missed that one. Maybe we should try to play with FSR next. Just so you can see that it kind of sucks in this one. Oh, come on, dude. My damage isn't as good as their healing. Alright, we're back here, 1080p FSR set to quality, and let's see how it does. Alrighty, here we go. Start counting our FPS. Instantly, I can tell that there is quite a bit more ghosting to the image, especially around outlines of your friends and stuff like that. Yeah, FSR is definitely at work here. It also has a bit more aliasing than TAAU set to 75%, but it's slightly less soft at the same time because it has the sharpening filter over it. There we go. Good stuff. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's Bob over there. We got him. We got him. Good stuff. Yeah, boy. Goodbye, Bob. Also, in terms of FPS, it's pretty similar, I think, at least in terms of the experience itself, compared to what we saw with TAAU. It's always 60 plus 100% of the time, so that's great. And you can have a lot of fun here still with FSR, although, again, it will come down to personal preference in terms of that graphical fidelity, basically. Do you prefer the softer look of TAAU, but with a little bit less ghosting and pixelation, or you prefer the opposite with FSR, basically a little bit more ghosting, more pixelation at the same time, but a slightly sharper image as well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. It's alright, it's alright. Maybe we should start by killing this one. Yes, there we go. Good job, guys, good job. Alright, you know what? I should be doing this a little bit more often. Come on. That did nothing. Oh, look, we got Crispy Chris. Crispy Chris in our team, and Crisp. That is amazing. This is the best team ever. Most of the time, it's going to be a pretty good experience with FSR Quality or TAAU 75%. Choose whatever you want. it doesn't look terrible either way on a native 1080p display. So I'm glad to see that at the very least. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, come on, come on. Oh, we got it. Good stuff. And I guess next, to finish off the video, we should try frame generation. Is it fixed already? Nope. So this always happens. The frame time is crazy. It's way thicker than it used to be. It gets you 120 FPS, but it's not real 120 FPS. You can definitely tell that the game is not running at these frame rates because it's not as smooth as native 130 or 120 FPS. And if I actually set it here to 30 FPS, you'll see that it will show 60. And if I turn the camera around, it's still at 30. So frame gen is not working at all in this particular title. It's absolutely insane, guys, okay? If you want to utilize frame generation, you gotta wait for them to implement it properly, because right now it's completely broken. I can't believe that this game has been out for like, what, 2 or 3 weeks and they still haven't fixed this. And I've tried a lot of fixes as well. It's still quality FSR, by the way, at 1080p. Where is my team? Hello? Teammates? They're all in the base for some reason. What the heck? This is weird. No, we're gonna die if we stay here alone. Please, people, help us. But yeah, guys, even if they fix FSR frame generation in this title, I wouldn't utilize it because it adds a lot of input lag, and you don't want input lag in a hero shooter like this or a competitive game like this one. So that would just kill your aiming experience, and since you can actually get 60 plus FPS all of the time without needing frame generation, I would stick to this. Or either this, quality FSR, or TSR of 75% scaling again, or if you don't mind, a couple of drops here and there into the 50s, you know. You can also play it absolutely fine with native resolution. It's going to be an enjoyable experience for sure. Let's go. Good stuff. Look at that. All of this happening around us. Not a problem. Still 60 plus. Good job, 980 Ti. Right, guys? Very, very impressive little card here. And very beautiful one as well, with the Founders Edition or reference design cooler on it. I really like this card, guys. It's one of my favorites in the collection. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.